Welcome back to the channel, ARK Survivors. In today's video, we've got some crazy breaking news related to ARK Survival Ascended coming to consoles. Well, as always, the developers officially dropped a brand new community crunch for this week for ARK Survival Ascended. Not only does it have some breaking good news, but we also got some breaking bad news. Let's dive right in. So officially diving in and taking a look at the Community Crunch 385. They're going to be talking about consoles, live ops updates, the Extra Life event update, and more. Now, obviously, I'm not going to read this entire crunch as always because it's just a lot of extra, in my opinion, unnecessary information. You guys can go through and read it all for yourselves if you want every little tiny nitty-gritty thing. I just want to get the information out here that is the most important for you guys. And the very first one talks about the console release version of the game. Now, they mention here Xbox Series X, S, and Windows, PlayStation, the Xbox launch, the PlayStation launch, and then they talk about, of course, some fixes and stuff that they have coming in for both of those. But the biggest news here, guys, is we have an official confirmation on the launch date for ARK Survival Ascended coming to consoles. As we can see here, it says we are on track for a November 14th, Tuesday launch day. As we get closer to the launch, we'll share more information on precisely when it should be available for you to download. The Xbox version will be up to spec with the latest PC functionality as of November 14th and will launch directly into crossplay with the PC version, along with new servers including Xbox-only servers. And this is huge news as we've officially got a launch date for the console version of ARK Survival Ascended. However, as always with Wildcard, there's a caveat or a catch, and this one unfortunately relates to the official launch coming to PlayStation. Underneath the PlayStation section, they state, "We're hoping to have a more precise date to share with you soon, as we are currently finalizing this with Sony, but it is slated for the end of November, and we know that this is not ideal, but we're optimistic that we're going to be able to share a date very soon." Yeah, so unfortunately, the PlayStation version is going to be delayed until hopefully the end of November. Now, they haven't confirmed up until this community crunch that November 14th will receive anything. They have now officially confirmed that the Xbox version of the game and the Windows version of ARK Survival Ascended is officially coming on November 14th, which is absolutely awesome. I know all of you guys out there are super duper excited, at least in my community, for ARK Survival Ascended. A lot of you guys are console players and a lot of you are Xbox console players, so I'm really excited to finally be able to play with you guys, but unfortunately PlayStation users, which I know a couple of those as well inside of my community, are going to have to wait even further. I know a lot of you guys are going to be upset, and I'm sure Wildcard is going to get a lot of flack for this, especially if they further, delay it beyond November. But I really hope that doesn't happen here. So furthermore, they state, following the PC launch and information and data that we have collected, we've decided to make some changes to our plans for the console launch. Here's how everything is going to shake up. For the Xbox launch, which again is coming on November 14th, it says that they are going to have cross-platform with Steam will be enabled on day one. We'll be onlining a new set of official servers for the respective game modes, PvP, PvE, and small tribes. These servers will be running boosted rates for a period of time to allow players starting on them to catch up. Our hope is to synchronize the rates by mid-December. We'll also be onlining our first set of console-specific servers at this point so that players who do not want to play cross-play can play on basically console only. And they basically rinse and repeat the exact same thing here for the PlayStation launch. Once again, everything is pretty much lining up the same. And I can tell you right now, I'm very happy that they are actually introducing the cross-play between the Steam version and the Xbox and Windows version on day one of its release on November 14th. I know tons of people are going to be very happy for this because we all expected that to actually not launch until after the console launch officially happens. Well, now it looks like they're going to be popping it off the moment that the console version is available, at least here on November 14th for Xbox and Windows users, and then hopefully by the end of November when PlayStation launches as well, they have the exact same setup there to also introduce them into the mix for the cross-platform. Not only that, guys, everybody that's looking to join up, they are going to be getting some brand new fresh servers that some are going to be console exclusive if you wish to not cross-play, but if you still want to jump in there and play cross-play, we also get to enjoy the boosted rates that would hopefully hopefully help everybody catch up. And additionally, here they mention some bug fixes, some performance issues, and security improvements. Once again, you can go through and read them all for yourself. In my opinion, it's a bunch of stuff that we probably already expected to be realistic with you in a community crunch. The next big thing they talk about are the extra life delay event. So they're actually going to be delaying this. So the extra life event is going to be like a full-on charity for children, and then that's like, you know, a huge game day event, and a lot of people and content creators were looking forward to it. Well, they basically talk about how it, it is with their heavy heart that they announced that we delay the Extra Life 2023 from November 4th, now going to be pushing it back to December 2nd. So again, if you guys were planning on that, just something that you need to make sure you are aware of, that the delay has been pushed back until December 2nd. But nevertheless, they still plan on having the Extra Life game day event. And then last but not least here, we've got some bonus rates on the official network starting on November 3rd, which is aka today, and then running until November 5th. We're going to be getting, for PvE and PvP servers, we're going to be getting 1.5 harvesting, taming, and experience, and 1.5 times for breeding. For small tribes, we're going to be getting 4 times harvesting, taming, and experience, and 3.5 times for breeding. And then ARK Apocalypse, we're going to be getting 4.5% for harvesting, taming, and experience, and 4.5% for breeding. And that, my friends, is officially going to wrap up the breaking news for ARK Survival Ascended. Man, I'm absolutely excited for this one here. We've got the official Xbox and Windows version launching on November 14th, and we also immediately have crossplay with the Steam platform, so awesome news there. Unfortunately, they do get an L here for another delay for the console version for the PlayStation. However, they have not gave us a date up until now. All they have said was November, so the fact that they're still aiming for November, I still think technically holds true to their original promise. But anyways, guys, you let me know what your thoughts are down below. As always, as you can see, I'm in a completely different setup. I'm actually streaming from California. I came out here for BlizzCon in celebration for it. I've been doing a lot of networking. I've been walking around literally all day long on my feet, but nevertheless, it has been an absolute blast. I've been having an absolute blast doing it, but unfortunately, that's why my quality and everything is a lot less compared to what it normally is. But nevertheless, I'll be back in my official office on Sunday in Iowa, so stay tuned for that. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe here on the channel for everything ARK Survival Ascended. And with that being said, as always, guys, I'll see ya on the next one.